This is Kesha.
This is David Get Up.
What's up with Destiny's Child?
This your boy Drake.
Hi, this is Rhea.
Hey, this is Hurricanes. Yo, what up? This big Snoop Dogg. Crack like a young triple twisted in the house.
Hey, this is Taylor Swift, and you're listening to the Everything Camp.
Check this out. Check it out. This is Hill's Mix. Alright, what's up? This is Big Will.
Hey, Godzilla! My God!
What up? This is Lupe Fiasco. Yo, what up? It's your boy Wisco.
Lisa!
This is easily hi, this is Michael Richards.
Hi, it's Christine Barr.
Hey, what's up? This is JC. And this is Brandon Boyce from the Changeless. This is DJ Carl, the Grandmaster Flash. This is Fleet from Chili Peppers. Hi, this is Eric Caption. What's up? This is LL Cool J.
You know what I mean?
This is radio like you never heard before. And TV radio, the pathfinder
For radio! Monday! Let's have some fun! Let's go crazy! I don't have to wait for the weekend. I brought the weekend back. You don't like it? None of my business, man. I don't care what you like. It's what I like. I don't care about. Boom, 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 boom. Are we there yet? Oh, God. It's time to have fun. Radio time is the best time. All right, good morning and welcome to the Sports Book TV radio. Somebody said I should do that, my intro and outro that I used to do in Brilla. Okay, so I promise I'm going to go on TikTok and I'm going to do it. Anybody who matches it and does it better than I have done, is anybody's going to do that better than me? Okay, we will see. We will see. I'll put it on TikTok. Okay, so I've not been on TikTok. I've not done any TikTok video, but they've asked me to go on TikTok. The people, see, because I don't listen, but I listen, right? But they don't know that I listen. It's just that sometimes don't force it on me. You know, like that you must do this. I'm worried, boy. What do you expect? I'll look at you. I'm rebellious in nation. Okay, I'm rebellious. I'm a rebel with a cause. Okay, good rebel. What do you call a good rebel? I'm a good rebel. I don't need you to tell me. I know I'm a good rebel. Well, this morning, I need you all to join in the conversation and advise your club. The transfer window is not far. Some people are already making moves underneath. They're already signing players. Manchester United already bringing Erik ten Hag, and he's going to bring his backroom staff. The NFF is already bringing in Jose Peseiro. He's also going to bring his backroom staff. Forget all these people. Ladamboso is inviting 40 people to under 23 BT. I don't care about all that, okay? What I care about today is you guys come and advise your club now. Who get Piqué? Now they take care of Piqué. So who get club today? Today on this show is business day. So let's do some business conversation. Let's have a conversation around business, football business. Help your club become the scout for your club. Become the person who goes out there and scout. You're watching games. They are not. Because let's be very honest. We've now found out that many clubs don't get what you say they get. Manchester United does not have the kind of scouting system that some of the best clubs in Europe have. Clubs like Bayern Munich, clubs like Borussia Dortmund, and the rest of them. So now be the scout for your club. Help your club to scout. Who should they be signing? Looking at the way your team is playing, the squad you have. Take, for instance, Arsenal need 2 strikers. One left winger, additional right winger, two more midfielder, one creative midfielder, one more defensive midfielder, and then they need a right back and a left back because the ones we have, for instance, Tomiyasu is great, Tierney is great, but Tavares and Cedric, oh no. Cedric plays like he's in the Russian army. Okay, plays like everything is power. 5 meters, you want to bring pull out, you want to play ball from 5 meters, give you now power, everything power, free kick, everything power. That's so much power. I like that guy will take Molly and La together. Okay, so I'm just hearing that word, so maybe it's getting me high. And this drug culture, you know how they say, you know, I think it's a deliberate thing. I don't know, but I just think it's a deliberate thing. Like what happens in America, where they say the black people they stop slavery and then they introduce religion. And then after they introduce religion, they now introduce drugs. All they need to do is to make sure that we waste our lives, we ruin ourselves by our own hands. And they say, you see, we told you guys that they are not good enough. They can't amount to anything. So they put guns in the black neighborhood. They put drugs, loads of drugs. The guns came from the white people. The drugs came from the white people, but they pretend like it's Mexicans, but it's from the white people because it's the white people that allow it to come in. And then they put it in the black neighborhood, and then, so that the black people can kill themselves like you have in Chicago. Like they can kill themselves on a regular basis. And then the white man cannot say, I told you that these guys cannot even, matter to anything. They are better off being slaves. I'm going somewhere with this. So that's the reason why they are like that. So this drug culture that we're seeing in Nigeria, I think that it's I'm going to blame somebody. The political class decided to allow the people, the marshals who are importing this drug, because that's the way this drug will pass through, come through our borders, and people don't know. Nah. I don't smoke for it. Nah. Somebody's responsible. Growing up, we're dealing with Igbo. They say quality people they plant out. So we're dealing with I Believe and the impressions of us with them, all those people, that area there, my wife there. We're dealing with their live, and we couldn't even complain because it's God that planted that one. That's a weed that God smoked with Moses in the wilderness. That's burning bush. Or burning bush. You don't remember burning bush. When you read the Bible, it's like burning bush. They try to make it colorful, but the two of them were just smoking the bush. Because if you think the ideas that came out of that place, that two people were high. Two people were just high. Say if I go there, if I tell them who sent me, say tell them I am. It's highness now. Highness that will make somebody. Even God was high. And I know all the religious fools that are watching me or that watch this place. That is blasphemy. See, God is not as serious as people think. God allowed comedy. God created the content for comedy. Even the Bible says, and the Lord shall laugh at them. So God laughs. So guys, calm down. Don't help God to fight. God is the all-powerful God. He can fight his battle. Don't try to help God to fight. Fix your life. Don't fix God's life for him. But I'm just saying. So I'm saying that all these drugs in our system, could it be that it's the political elites, the elites that say, you know what, these youth that are beginning to act like they know too much, like they are too smart, if we give them chance, that conversation that God had when they were building the Tower of Babel, okay, when they were building the children of Israel, humans were building the Tower of Babel in one accord. They were speaking in one language, in one voice. They were united. And the Bible says that God was afraid. And every time I read that place, it's straight. How can God be afraid when he knows that he put the sun there? And these people cannot build the tower, no matter what's the science, what's the physics to make a building go as tall as the heavens. Come on, I know the Burj Khalifa, it's that tall, it's into the cloud, but we understand what we're talking about. To the heavens, nah, that's not going. Nah. It's not going to happen. But they say God was afraid. Now, God was afraid of their unity, right? So he decided to scatter them with language. I just think that some rich people, think about it carefully. Some rich people know that poor people cannot resist, dipping their hands into taking drugs and getting high and making them feel like they will forget their sorrow. And sex is the highest job. You can't separate humans from sex. So I'm part of the people. You can't separate humans from sex, whether it's man to man sex, woman to woman sex, or man and woman, which is the sweetest for that. That's the heaven of sex. You can't separate people from it. So once you give it this impression that you take this drug, your sex life will be on cloud nine. Hey, bottle like Damiju and Richarlison. So that's what I think anyway. I just think that this is well-sponsored machine, and how do we resist it? I don't. But growing up, how did I manage to resist smoking, drinking, this shit? And I grew up in Warri, like Iara. Morogu. How did I? You guys can. It's not a big deal like to avoid all these things. It's not a big deal. Resist this temptation. Okay, let's come back to sports. We're talking sports. So what do you advise your club? Okay. Son of Oba Bini, say good morning, boss. Happy Easter. Please talk about the appointment of this young guy, Eboborishe. Okay, we'll be the match analyst of the Super Eagles. Okay, I'll talk about Eboborishe, but I want to interview Eboborishe so that you guys will be able to throw in questions, ask him questions. I was thinking of bringing him because it's my own boy, it's my guy, like my Smalley, right? So I wanted to bring him in. Let's have him in the studio. Let him talk. I'm trying not to speak for people anymore. If you notice, I'm trying not to speak for people. Let people speak for themselves. If what they say, they use rope tie themselves, now them do not be me. If what they say, they elevate themselves, now them do not be me. Okay, and that's the position I find myself right now. Because sometimes when you try to speak for people, Nigerians have this uncanny behavior that is very, very bad. Once you try to speak for people, you try to justify something that somebody does. Oh, and I cannot collect money. And you know, if I was collecting money, then I'll feel good about it. Like, I mean, I'll be proud about it. If you give me money, I'll be the first person to announce it to the IF. This guy gave me money. That's a big deal. But when I'm not, and sometimes I'm even the one investing my money in the system, and you're accusing me that way, it hurts. But hey, that's life. But let's talk about our club. So, son of Oba Benin, I would bring a memory that my guy, like my own guy in this system is a guy that I can call as a guy. Come studio, you will come. If you do Lagos, you will come studio. So we'll have time to relate with him and have a conversation around what he does, where he went to train. I know he went to Scotland to train, but he worked with Celtic. But he will have to come here and talk about it himself. I don't want to be anybody's PRO or anybody's mouthpiece, unless they're paying me for that. And if they're paying me, I'll be the first person to come and tell you guys, oh, this person is paying me. I hope you guys understand that. So, any news? Emmanuel Okota, it's been a while, bros. How far? Any news on Super Eagles' new coach? There is no need to be news. You guys, Nigerians, I know say we already get Super Eagles coach since December. Did you guys not remember? Did we not have a conversation where the NFF came out officially and said that Guavon will take the job on the interim base and then Jose Pacero will come? Why are you guys looking for Jesus among the dead when he's already risen? This is Easter Monday. Guys, remember, is it that we forget? That's why when I saw, you know, other media, not us, when I saw other media popping up the blah, blah, Camacho, this one, that one, I was just laughing because it's a no-brainer. There's no, you know, magic to it. We already have a coach. We're just finalizing paperwork. It's Jose Pacero. It's going to come. It's coming with the backroom staff and all that. Let me get in touch with my Jamaican side. It's coming with the backroom staff, and it's gonna go bring in the people that will work with him and all that. So hey, yeah, man, why are guys bothering the system? There's no need for asking for another coach. Or you want another one? This is like John the Baptist sending his disciple to go at Jesus. Are you the Jesus, or there is another one that is to come? Okay, the person you baptized, you hear voice forever, you not believe, you still ask. Okay, man, I want to say, now time different to sleep. They fire me, but I did try still. Sorry, bros. See, so last week I was talking to a friend, and I said those guys in the US, I don't know who the real MVPs are, but those guys in the US, I like my sleep away. The only things that make me to wake up in the night is if I want to watch a basketball game that is important to me, like an NBA finals or an NFL finals, and it's because of the halftime show. Not be leave all those. See, if I tell them I've seen at the NFL game, he said, no, I can always watch the replay. But I like watching the halftime show because of my desire to, you know, reinvent some part of our event, our sports. You know, what can I add? Like I would say, it's not all about adding value. All those breaking news, bad story, I don't do that. I'm not there anymore. But what I always look at for is like the NBA final, the Super Bowl final. Ooh, NBA finals. I like all those halftime shows, the event, the coming together of the event. That's a topic for another day anyway. But for you guys, somebody will be in the US. Imagine 1:11 a.m. listening to me. I feel like I'm the genie in the lamp, right? I'm Prince Ali from Agrabah right now. Like, I'm feeling that way, okay? Thank you very much. I don't take it for granted. And then people who pay me, spend their time to watch me. They didn't send me their ad-end money. In this economy, the global economy, be like saying Buhari be the president of the world because they affect everybody. Now do well, why say, I'm grateful to you guys. But let's talk sports now. Let's get past all of this and let's talk sports. Mario Kunta, thank you very much for staying out. Where's my brother? Hybrid 10. It's always, you know, here with the idea. His Royal Highness Owoye Oyeridio Mobile. Say good morning. Yes, let's take a minute to laugh at Arsenal. Oh, Arsenal, there's nothing to laugh about Arsenal. Even if you laugh at Arsenal, it's not funny. That's the thing about Arsenal. Like, you can't laugh at Arsenal right now because there is nothing to laugh about. First off, they ended the season, last 2 seasons, they ended the 8th position. By any shades of the world, right now, Arsenal is making progress. So how do you laugh at somebody who's making progress? You can't laugh at progress. You can only rejoice at progress. Think about it. The last 2 seasons, they've been in 8th position. This season, Arsenal have solved some problems, some very big problems. Some their wasteful spending problem, which is good. Improve their defense line, which is good. They know that, okay, they need to build on that defense. They have Salim coming, which is good. So there's so much positive, but banter boys don't understand football. People these people don't understand football. So when you say you're laughing at Arsenal, you're laughing at, oh boy, Otaiba. He said it's 4:14 a.m. here in Michigan. That's Detroit, right? The home of motor cars. Like I'm planning of coming to the US to do a particular thing. Okay, there are 4 cars that I want to buy in my future, is in my head. And Michigan is one of the places that I'll go to, And I'm thinking, I don't do 2 hot rod, 2 other cars for this company. One will be like our OB van, where we have everything on the inside. I could go to Gas Monkey to either do that or go to West Coast Custom to do that. I don't know yet, but these are thoughts that are in my head. When you're in this seat that I'm sitting there, some crazy things just come to your head. Go there to do it. I already have the plans in my head. The car is going to be solar paneled all over the top with a moon roof and all that, but not solar panel that you can remove. If you come from inside, if you want to replace it, I have the drawing. I did a video of myself talking about it so that when I go there, I will not miss yarn. I'll just present it. This is what I want. Can you guys do it? How much will it cost? I already have a budget for it too. I'm a mad guy, right? If I think of myself outside of me, get out of myself and think of myself, I'm really crazy. I think upside down. So that van, when it shows up, it would have the capacity to, with about 4 to 6 computer, a mixer, a video and audio mixer. It would also be able to receive between 6 to 10 cameras, feed, wireless and wires. Okay, everything. I know how the side will be, big tire, auxiliaries, the bus, but auxiliary can go off-road and on-road. We go and cover games, whether it's grassroots, whether it's MPFA game, we'll just go. The glasses will be sort of, the kind of country we live in, it will be so padded, the glasses will be bulletproof as well. If we're going we're traveling out of the state, we know that we can rough it and it's be very, very comfortable. Multiple shock absorber. I've seen that in my head already. We'll go and cover games, maybe covering the MPFL. Right there was streaming it. Okay, that's the idea anyway. But one day, I'll be in Detroit. I work in the auto industry. Bros, DM me after. Just DM me after. After this thing, just DM me. Detroit is the home of motor. When you talk about motor, I'll be fan of America. All those GT Mustangs, 69, 72, 74. We'll talk about that later. A lot of these people not gonna be thinking that I'm turning the show into something else. But I always say to you guys, this show is different. If you want to listen to regular sports show, you know where to go. You want to have me have a conversation with you guys as my partners, as my friends, as my business partner. We're just having a fine, fun conversation and then switch, topping it with small football. Then this is the place to be. Adeyemi told me. He says, greetings from Zurich. Oh, my. To you, Mr. Lebert, this is Coach Adeyemi Tony. Coach Adeyemi, what keep me with forward? You know this say for WhatsApp, I block you. I don't, what's happen now? I didn't go church. I never tell you now. When I send me all these church messages, they piss me off. I just hey, guy. Not the person where you deal with them, you know how to relate with them. Everybody, they like, see, the Lord will bless me if I work out. If you forward 1 million message to me and I don't work out, the Lord will not bless me. I will be poor. Because wealth, success is a function of principle. It's not a function of scripture, quoting, and the rest. It's a function of principle. Follow those principles, you'll be successful. But I'm lucky, Coach, because I have some very good things to do with you. Okay, so let's go to the son of I said at the time different. Okay, son of Oba Bini. Every time you say this Oba Bini, I feel like I'm at home with you. Bros, give me Amaju Mevin Pinnick number. I won't call him. Okay, go to Instagram. It's there. Send him a message. Amaju is one of the person that I know that responds to everybody. Send him a message on his DM. It will reply you, and then you can ask for his number. If I get your number and somebody asks for his number on social media like this, and I give the person number, how you will feel? Okay, Emmanuel Okota, that first of all breaking the rule of privacy, that's it makes me so low, so very, very useless. Okay, that prayer you should have told me. I'm so sorry for that. No, don't send me prayers. I don't need prayers. Prayers is the thing that they used to enslave the black man. Walk is what you need. You don't need prayers. You need work. Yeah. Emmanuel Okonta, I said, please make them leave my Arsenal alone, I beg. Party knock us out. Finish. But his injury now will cost us 4 place problem. Well, we're still there. It's not like the other teams are doing badly, are doing too well. Son of Beni say, I need to advise Majid Pinnick. He need to sack advisors. Does he have advisors? That's the question. You think people have advisors in Nigeria? No, people. When you say, I'll bet you go to his DM. This is I try to challenge you. You go to his DM, send him a very good message. And sometimes what people do on social media is one of the things I've noticed that almost everybody does on social media is the first point of contact, you start insulting the person. After that, the person is not going to listen to you anymore. So have a very good conversation with him and then get to know him and then chip in your advice. You will notice that he listens. That's one. Two, he is not the person you think he is. You know, it's easy for me. Authority, Majek. Wait, this authority that you're reading, I never like John name. I just put the answer this kind of funny name. Clark, authority, salvation, savior, all those things. Greetings from Canada, my former country. How's Canada? Una country too cold. Canada, those who work out for Canada, I be like, say, you know when you enter inside fridge, you work out, be like, ice cream country. You be like, Canada too cold. What's up with you people? You guys neighbors to Eskimos? You're living in Iceland or Finland. Come on. But I mean, it's a great country anyway. But I also think that Canada is unnecessarily expensive. Like that's why I feel. There's no good life. Like you don't understand. Okay, your healthcare is one of the best in the North American hemisphere, that region. But I just think that Canada is unnecessarily. Don't you guys have that feeling like you pay too much bills? The country is just unnecessarily expensive. But hey, it's the standard of living is good, so you guys can do it. But see, I don't tell you like there's no country as good, half as good as Nigeria. Nigeria is the best country in the world. Yeah, I love this country too much. Ha! The way ever I love this game. That's why I love this country. You see, Una cannot deceive me. To say I never travel, Una can feel they fool me. I've been to 52 countries and back. There's no country half as good as Nigeria. You can't convince me. Let's read some more messages. So, Samuel Karimu Ikoto. It's having start to you too. And today is this study, so that's why I'm playing as much as I can. Authority Majaki saying, bros, snow still 4 years. Imagine. It's snow. I don't even call it snow country. I call Canada ice cream country. Jesus. I remember when I used to be in Canada driving, like which kind of country with this? Canada was the first place in my life where I had to put chains on tire. Chains for friction. No. I come and visit people, but when I enjoy the ice cream waiting for forever, I know they call them slow again. I'm tired of calling it stuff. Imagine I say you are on point on the secret of success. The person will go church, not be him get money. But see, if na prayer they tell they get money, I not go to this place. My mom, my late mother, they pray. Hey, my late mother. See, you don't want to see me praying, no. You don't want to see me. I will call down the host of heavens. I will give injunctions to the devil and his agents. I will give them court injunctions. I will give them whatever. I will put them on house arrest and all that. I will decree and promulgate laws, and change is nothing. My mom used to pray. And you know when I stopped that, one day I was listening to Mike Murdoch. So I don't think that this boy is not a church person. I stopped going to church because of that. I was listening to Mike Murdoch, and Mike Murdoch said something that just knocked me off my perch. I grew up in Assemblies of God Church. So let me see today my Easter Monday. So when I cool down, we go talk on these things. Our personal experience. It better pass if we just pretend saying that football I would like pass, I would die for life. So I had started bothering about something like, you know, when I was growing up, good morning, CEO. Please analyze Arsenal recent form courses. Can we bounce back? Yes, obviously, you can bounce back. The futures ahead. You can bounce back. Today is Easter. Let's talk about every other thing else apart from football, but we'll talk football. Arsenal's problem is simple. Arsenal doesn't have a squad depth, which is known to us before. And then the injuries. Tierney got injured. What's it called? Thomas Partey was the stabilizer in the midfield, the stabilizer linkage in the midfield. I'm talking like a mechanical engineer now. Am I not a mechanical engineer? That's what I studied, right? Okay, so they used to call it the asshole of the team. Okay, got injured, and then there are games like the game that Arsenal lost after Crystal Palace was the team that Arsenal played after Crystal Palace. I thought that it was Arteta that lost that game, because that one that they lost 2-1. He went and played the only midfielder you have, the only stable and experienced midfielder, Xhaka. You want to play him on the right foot, but because you are angry with Tavares, I can understand that. That happens with young managers. Sometimes, good morning from Istanbul. What I like about Turkey is the fact that they are on 2 continents. God decided to put one country on 2 continents. That's crazy. That's crazy. Just coming from Turkey means that you belong to 2 continents. That's crazy. Okay, so they got injured, and then Tomiyasu also got injured. And look at the way the team was playing when you had Tierney, Tomiyasu, Ben White, and Gabriel Magalhaes. That defense was one of the best. You know, Arsenal didn't concede a goal from corner kick for a very long time. So that was it was Brighton and Hove, yeah. That was a very good defense. He was building a team. The goalkeeper, Ramsey, is good. But you see, I always say this thing in football, a goalkeeper is as good as the defense in front of him. And the defense starts from the attack. How the attackers are pressing. What he had in mind was good. First thing was reduce the wage bill of the club, which is a body financially. But fans don't see that because they're not business people. You know, I've heard people tell me that, oh, why is this person not on your radio again? Why is this person not working with you again? Because I can't pay them and I let them go. I can't keep you and be owing you money. All right? We are building a game from the scratch. We change, we remodel and repurpose our business model and say, okay, we can't be borrowing money to fund a business. We now need the business to fund itself. And so we repurpose it. We're almost achieving that. We repurpose it. Once the business starts funding itself and bringing in the money that it needs, well, we're bringing everybody. I like to have reporters reporting from everywhere. But how do you tell people to report and you're not paying them? Okay, or you're giving them stipend, 15,000, 25,000, 30,000, 50,000. It doesn't make sense. So I'm like, hey, you go. Everyone don't like it, but that's your business. I'm the CEO, yeah. That's the same model that Arsenal is doing. Before now, Arsenal wage bill per season per year was about 100 or something. It has drastically dropped down to about 60 something million, and they still need to bring it down. A club like Arsenal should be putting at less than 50 million in a year, right? So what they have done is let Ozil go, let Aubameyang go. The reason why they're not going to renew Lacazette is already on 170. If you renew him now, you'll be putting them on 200 or 250. They don't want that. They want players that the highest earning player at Arsenal should be 150. So anybody that is in that place where you need to take a salary upper, you let them go. So you bring back everybody down, and then you start signing those players that are within the range. If you go and sign, for instance, Paulo Dybala, you won't pay him more than 150. How much is he earning in Italy? Okay, Osimhen that we're talking about is not earning up to 100,000 pounds. It's earning 100,000 euros, which is about 83 point something thousand pounds. So if, for instance, you go and sign an Osimhen, you can confidently put him on 100,000 pounds or 120,000 pounds. It would still feel like he's earning much, even though Napoli is not going to sell it. But I'm just using that as an example. Or you go and sign Paulo Dybala, who's currently earning about 64,000 euro. That's about 48,000 pounds or so, or 50,000. Let me just be moderate. Let me be extravagant and be 50,000 pounds. If you bring him to Arsenal and you say you want to pay him 75 or 80,000 pounds, that's a good deal for the club and for the player. So those are the kind of business that Arsenal is trying to do. The people before now are set up Arsenal in such a way that the business is not profitable. So that's one of the things that they are doing. And then for those people who are, I see them a lot on social media. Arteta did not spend money. No, it's not Arteta. Coaches don't hold back on money. Okay, they have players they want to sign. When he had money to spend last summer, did you see the flurry of players he went out for? All of the players he signed did well, apart from Simi Lokomba. And you can understand that Simi was signed as a player for the future. We only play now because players are injured. But every other player he brought in, Ben White, Ramsey, all of the players he brought in have become the very bright light of the club. Okay, well, even Thomas Partey. So these are the great players that he's brought in. In one word, you would say that Arteta's know how to do the football business. He generally would sign player because the goal of the company was reduce wage bill. Look at how it is, and then go and see if you can change the top four. Because if by eventually you sign these players, put them on these big salaries, and you don't make top four, next summer again, we still need to sign. We'll go back to the place where we used to be. We don't want to do that. So let's let go some players. Let's try and see what we can do. Arsenal, I don't think that the Arsenal board actually was looking for top four this season. Top four was a miracle for them. If they get it, good. But if they don't get it, For as long as they play in the Europa, it's also fine for them. They want to build a project that is sustainable financially, because the owner of Arsenal is not just the owner of one franchise. It's got the Rams, it's got a whole lot, the Vancouver, whatever. So it's got about 7 to 9 franchises that they own, and then other businesses that they are running. You're looking at it from the outside, you don't understand. When you think of the wage bill that comes in, you can't tell me that all of these franchises are all profitable. Some are struggling. I worked in a radio station that have 4 branches in Nigeria for years. And we in Lagos were the ones making the money that was paying people for Abuja, Kaduna, and Onitsha. Those people get their salaries, but they don't know where the money comes from, right? That's the same thing you will say about football, a club like Arsenal and the rest of them. So it will take time. They don't have sugar daddies like Roman Abramovich who will write off. How many clubs do you know can write off 1.5 billion pounds debt? That's the kind of debt that is putting Barcelona in the problem that they are in. If Arsenal gets that kind of debt, they go straight into administration. You see the difference now. So that's the thing that they are fixing. They fix that one, then they will think of maybe getting top quality players again and see the club playing Champions League. Everybody wants to see Arsenal playing Champions League, don't you? But the problem that the club was in before, they need to fix it. It's like Nigeria. Nigeria have suffered decades of infrastructural deficit. So no amount of money we make from oil can fix it, can give you the good life. So now they're doing the railway lines, they're trying to fix, giving private enterprise opportunity to set up refineries so that they can take care of the burden of maybe 40 or 30 or 50 or 60% of the need, the local need, while we fix road, we fix other part, then we now focus on education and healthcare and the rest of them. It's going to take time. You know, when it's just like looking at America today, so America is the greatest country. But America is also Jim Crow's country. Have you forgotten that? Not so long ago, America was Jim Crow's country. When you use the word Jim Crow's country, you should understand what I'm saying about America. But today, it's like heaven. Not like it's really like heaven. America still have the highest amount of homeless people. America still have the highest amount of incarcerated people, and people wrongfully incarcerated. In case you don't know, incarcerated not to castrate person, to lock person for jail. You know, America still have the highest wrongful death by police in the world. So it's not like, oh, this is heaven. It's just what the media want us to believe and what the whole ideology about America is. I'm not comparing America with Nigeria, but I'm just saying that for the record so that we have it on record. So it's the same thing with Arsenal as a football club. They will get there. They're not there yet, but they will get there. And if you're a fan, you're a fan. People still support Derby County. People still support Fleetwood. So why would I not support a club that's still in the Premier League? Must we play in the Champions League? Well, there, we're not there. That's a big deal. Okay, that's the way I see it. But I rather we'll have a club that have a good structure, that is solid, than having a club that is neither here nor there. I think I'm done with that. Let's move on. Godfrey Sampson, he said, greetings from Hanover. Ooh, Hanover. Lovely, lovely, quiet, decent city. How you guys doing? And then he said, happy Easter celebration to you and the family. Thank you. 2 days ago, my son's birthday. My son turned 10. And I have a child that is double figured. Oh, boy. My son is wearing my clothes. Like my son, we went to cinema yesterday to watch Sonic 2, the Hedgehog, what. I enjoyed it anyway. I didn't want to watch. I said, okay, I'll put you guys, him and the sister, and then I'll sit outside. And then my daughter said, so if I want to go and win, if I want something, how do I call you? I had to go and buy another ticket, 5,000 naira, why not get? Buy another ticket. And I sat down with them. I was watching. Okay, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Yeah, I won't lie, I enjoyed it. So it was worth it. But my son is 10 years older, and the bad side, I'm happy that I have a 10-year-old boy, but the bad side is we're not wearing the same size. Once upon a time, I suffered that from my younger ones. I'm a Sogene Yorokiri. Talk by Akimoyo. Before I will wash clothes or buy clothes, keep our wardrobe. Before I wear it, they don't wear it and go out, come back. I'll come like I mean they borrow their clothes. Now my own son is wearing the same size with me. I was shocked. My Armani jeans I bought 35K. Boy, when I asked the size, you never need belt. Like me, I'll need belt to wear that thing. I was shocked. I was like, okay, I need to go do shopping more. Hey, I beg all of now where they shop. When I shop rich meal size 36, it's my jeans. So hey, you want my clothes, you want my t-shirt, perfect size. Say, my t-shirt even like body hug my body. I don't got one chance, so they gonna let her grow past me so that I will not wear the same size. I beg. They just grow past me fast. Man, I'm free for this. Because the next 2 years, so it be like say, I know that I also work naked now. Oh my God, German of Valentine. He said greeting from the Philippines. I was twice in that Manila area. Twice. I went there twice. But I go pursue woman that time, 2003 and 2005. Hey, one of God, I say Vancouver is not that bad. Well, I'm saying this based on my summer. You go there for summer. You go there for summer. It's not that bad. Well done. No. Never been there during the winter. Please go there for winter and come back and give us testimony. God Samson say, how can we start the process of good sports management? So I think, and somebody asked me that question too on Sunday, which was yesterday. Sunday at the cinema. I think the process is look at. So there are models that we can copy. If you look at America, one of the things that I learned during the Donald Trump government was when the American government shut down. The first thing I noticed, because when events are happening, I'm like, what's the lesson I can learn from this? That's the first thing I always ask myself. So if I approach it with the mindset that I want to learn something, it makes me look at it from a neutral and objective point of view. Don't forget that analyst side of me will always look at matters like that as an analyst and try to be objective. I noticed that the entire American government, as big as America, a country of over 300 million people, a country that controls the rest of the world, the government employs only 800,000 people. That's shocking. The American government employs only 800,000 people, while my own government employs like the whole country. That's something very, very strange. So when I say there was a government shutdown, what you actually meant was just that civil service. The rest of America was on autopilot because it's private enterprise. So look at sports in Nigeria. It is too government owned. And people say, oh, government clubs should handle. No, government clubs do not handle. What we can do collectively, because we can't do what government is doing right now, is to copy the model of Kule Shoname at Remo Stars. Some of Nigerians who have gone abroad and have made money collaborate. That's what the Indians do. That's what the Chinese do. That's what the Jewish people do, right? Collaborate. One, train people. Don't just come here and you know that thing that you people that live abroad do. You come back and all the money you save for 5 years, you just come for that 1 month you want to say, start throwing money around. It's acting like all of us are idiots. Throwing money around and everybody jumping around for you like monkey will see banana. Bros, you go still go, we'll still live our lives. Instead of throwing money around, set up business model. Okay, set up business models that will work. So if you want to set up a club, first off, don't come and set up a club. Like that's why I'm worried about this Sporting Lagos that the Flutterwave guys are doing. What we have in our sport, the deficit we have in our sports is first off infrastructural deficit. So use your connection in Europe, first of all, to attach yourself to clubs abroad. And it doesn't have to be the biggest clubs. Clubs that will take your players or the players. Let me use that word now. Let me not over personalize it. Clubs that will take the players. And then when you come here, you are setting up a structure. You can buy an entire hectare of land and then you start building your infrastructure with multiple training facilities. You can create a dome. Your job is to bring what you have learned there. You said it in the Lord's Prayer. What that will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Anybody who knows God should imagine what is in heaven and bring it down here. That's what Dubai people did. That's what Dubai people did. They just, that will be done. Dubai is like heaven. That's why everybody wants to go there. Before it was Paris, everybody wants to go to Paris. Once upon a time it was New York. Everybody wants to go to New York. Well, some other time it was Toronto. Just think about it. Cities that are in the hearts and minds of people, it's because they brought things that have you heard people say this thing, when you go to that country, when you go London, you'll be like heaven. Yes. The imagination of men should travel that much. So you that live abroad that have seen systems that work, uproot that system, come here and put it here. You can put a miniature version. And then another part that can also work is if you collaborate with your guys. So there's no short-term results. I remember somebody was appointed in government as a commissioner of sports or Chairman Sports Commission, and he called me that he wants to work with me. But I didn't ask him what do you want me to do. He said I should give him project that he would do that will bring results in the next 100 days. And it's like, bro, sorry, I know that this will give me money. And it was a time when I was just starting this company. I didn't have money. I was very broke. I know that this will give me money, but I can't put my name on this type of project. It was shocked. He said, why? I said, because there is no idea in sports, in football, in any type of sports that will bring results in 100 days. So if you really want to do something that will bring results, start talking about 10 years, because the earliest you can get any result in sports, especially from a sports commission point of view, is 10 years. And he said, what do you mean? I said, yes, you would first off spend the next 2 to 3 years to fix the infrastructure that you have. I pray to God that you don't get kicked out of office, but you convince your governor enough, and if he's lucky, he does well, and he get a second term. In the second term, the infrastructure that you set up will not produce the young people, because what the state does is grassroots. The state does not have any business doing high-powered sports project. They don't have that money. It's not state that can fund it unless you're stealing money. You're working outside of the budget. So grassroots, set it up, whether it's chess, whether it's athletics, whether it's swimming, whether it's football, all of this, and then make it, incentivize it so much so that the people, the businesses that are doing business with government, because there are businesses that are doing business with government, banks, companies, so you incentivize it that, if you sponsor, let's say we have a swimming team in, let's use Lagos, everybody know. So I'm working on this project, all right? And I will have a swimming team in Lagos that have 100 young people. And the project is to produce somebody on the Olympic podium in the next 10 years. So if you're doing business with Lagos State government, for instance, and you adopt one athlete, one of the swimmers, this is the percentage of tax refund you will get. So in other words, you're actually using the tax refund to sponsor that athlete. If you do 5, this is what you get. If you do 10, this is what you get. That is like the NCAA project, but it's a different type in Nigeria. That now will not become like the national sports or the state sports lotteries board that would not be using the money to disburse and make sure the train is happening. Now, if you do this project and in 10 years' time, you have somebody from Lagos go to the national level and qualifies and go and win a gold medal because your company sponsored this person from the beginning when they were like age 5 or so, because if you take a player that is an athlete that is 5 and you fund their development project, when they are 15, they're already world beaters. And the guy's like, I don't like. I said, okay, bros, I can't work with you. And he was angry, but that's me. And then I have friends around me because the conversation was within circle of friends. They looked at me like, you're very stupid. You have an opportunity to make money. You don't even have a job. They're trying to help you. That's how they not turn the conversation into. I was like, why are you not trying to help me? We're trying to build sports here. You're only trying to make me eat money from the industry that I criticize other people for eating money and not doing anything. And then I will join the other people, join the same people that I criticize. I want to be that. My own state too. Get me the same olive branch, the other state. It was a nice offer, but the way they went about it was not right. If you're calling me to come and advise you on the project, I suspect or I believe that you're supposed to open your ear to listen to my advice. But if you're not willing to listen to my advice, why should I even bother about it? Right? Being part of it, if my job is to tag along and sing praises of the governor or excite people or give them orgasm, finger them and, give them that public orgasm, like use my platform to legitimize whatever it is you're doing, but we're not going to get result. We know at the end of the day, we're not going to get result. Oh, it's all about National Sports Festival, bribe referee here, bribe athletes here, and then get result. No. If the goal is not to produce a world beater, Anderson Bolt, if the goal is not to produce somebody that would break Caster Semaya's record or Cape Cata's record or Frankie Frederick's record, Mopoto Express's record, what am I doing in the system? It doesn't make sense. So for those of you who are abroad, like, to answer your question, you want to, do something with sports management. You can start small. It's not easy. I'm not a CEO. I'm not finding out how difficult it is to do business in Nigeria, especially with those of us who have to, generate our own electricity, make our own security, build our own road, fix everything ourselves. It's not easy. Even the money you think you're making, you're spending it back. You're not saving. You're not even able to increase people's salary or pay people bonuses. Send people on leave and give them exciting bonuses. Keep money somewhere and let them get excited with it. Easter is coming. You can't even give people bonus. It's hard. But if you're coming, because your exchange power, the money you're making there, have exchange rate and it's powerful, plan long term. Tell people every day that this project is for my children. And they say, what do you mean by that? I'm setting it up and it will grow for my children and the children of everybody who's partnering with the project. So this is the best time to partner for it. You have something for your children. Media don't die if it is well run. Okay, so if you're looking for today money, day, put 10 years in mind. In 10 years' time, the result will come. That's the answer that I can give to you, Godfrey Sampson. Plan very well. Okay, I know you're asking in Nigeria. Emmanuel Okonta, he said, I took my kids to watch Sonic yesterday as well. It was a decent storyline. Yeah, Sonic is, I saw the part 1. It was a decent storyline. It's just that my children have taste that is, I want to say it's too high, but I think that in their head, they think their father is the richest man in the world. I don't know, but And I don't know what I've done to make them believe like that too, but they just think that their father is the most powerful, most influential, maybe it's the people that they see me snap picture with or talk to on the phone. I don't know. I need to start talking to people on my level so that these children don't think that I'm Superman. Having said that, Jimana Valentine, is it asking Arsenal to make top 4 position this season is like asking Nigerian government to give the citizen 24-hour electricity. Arsenal can still make top 4. Teams are sleeping. You wouldn't bet on that Tottenham Hotspur losing to Brighton Hove at home, but they did. They still twist and turn. Arsenal is not mathematically out of the top 4. Just the same way Manchester United are not out. Just the same way it's not 100% cemented that West Ham are also out, or that Tottenham Hotspur are not confirmed. The 3 teams that are confirmed top 4 is Man City, Liverpool, and Chelsea. The other teams that are there, Spurs, Arsenal, Man United, West Ham, all of these teams have a fighting chance, and you must take a fighter with a fighting chance serious. That's how what's that guy that beat Tyson in Japan? You know, one guy that gave Tyson a knockout. You didn't take him serious, and we know Sebastian Douglas. No, somebody forgotten his name. So you must give Arsenal a fighting chance. It's hard. It's mathematically hard. It's gone from easy equation to algebra and calculus, but there is a fighting chance that it might happen. Spurs might implode. Yes, Buster Douglas, right? Yes, I was right. Thank you very much, boss, for that one. So let me update you guys with some the transfer rumors. I've not checked the guys on Instagram are not writing anything today. They're just joining. Thank you, Dali. I see you. Oh, Facebook people. Victor Manuel is happy. But do you think Madrid can beat City in the Champions League? My thinking is Liverpool versus City in the finals. Oh, okay. So you already eliminated the other opponent, Villarreal. That Villarreal cannot beat Liverpool, right? Well, that's nice. That's nice. When you underrate people like that. I like the way it is. It is 2 Spanish teams versus 2 English teams. So for Real Madrid, Man City since January have not been playing well. Because they're on top of the league, people don't see what I'm saying. And if I say this thing, I said it yesterday on Twitter, people were just trying to attack me. Man City have not been playing well. For a team that their strength is the passing game, they pass you out of position. Man City have been struggling with their passes. Their passing accuracy have dropped, and it came to a crescendo in the game against Liverpool in the FA Cup. And you know, when people come with the excuse that they didn't play their first team players, I get mad. You know how expensive the Liverpool team, the Man City team is that you tell me that their reserve is not their first team? It's annoying. You have almost everybody who will start for any other Premiership team in that team, and you're telling me that they didn't play their first team players. Having said that, they are not bossing the passing as they used to. And they are not consistently scoring goals as they used to. So that in itself is a problem. That said, Madrid are the god of the Champions League. They are the Zeus of the Champions League. Pep Guardiola's team have done well. They were in the finals last time out. They should have won. People say they overtake. I don't think he overtook. He did what he needed to do. He had played defensive midfielder in 2 previous games against Tuchel and lost. He wanted something different. It just didn't work. Ryan Sterling is the butler. Okay, so I think that when you look at that team and the way Madrid have been grinding results, you look at the game against Chelsea and you say to yourself that, now this is Real Madrid never say that. And then when they win it, they look like a team that will win it. When they're in this type of element, they always do it. 4 times they have played against the defending champions in previous meetings, and they've won. They've gone on to win the Champions League 3 times. Are they going to do it this time? Well, there's a time where they also beat the defending champion and they win it. Man City does look like the kind of team that will beat them because Man City can stab them off the ball. Okay, Man City will not let them have the ball that much. But then Man City don't have runners like Chelsea. Chelsea have runners and almost run them out of the park, but then the Madrid in Madrid showed up and then they qualified because they came for the first leg, and before the Chelsea runners could get on the track, on your mark, get set, shoot, Benzema done what Benzema can do. Rode his Mercedes-Benz over the Chelsea players. Whatever happened in Madrid was, oh, let's try to save our ancestors' name. Let's try to save anything. Madrid were always going to be Madrid, and they did what Madrid knows how to do. Now, in this game, one other advantage that Man City does have, so if I'm eliminating the Liverpool game, because over 2 games against Liverpool, they consider 5 goals, but you could argue that it's 2 different goalkeepers, is that in the Champions League, Man City don't concede. They've not considered in the knockout stage, if I'm not mistaken. So if they take that to play against Madrid and keep it stingy, they just might do what Arsenal did against Madrid. It could be a 1-0 game, and then they are in the finals. And I think that is really Pep Guardiola's main focus, okay? But in this game of football, Victor, I've learned one thing. I can never discount Real Madrid when it comes to Champions League. I can't. I'm sorry. I want Pep Guardiola to win this Champions League. I want the team to be better next season. I want them to have Haaland. But I can't discount Real Madrid. So I'm going to stand on the fence on that one. Again, you're putting Liverpool already in the finals. It's a tad bit of disrespect to Villarreal. This is how people said in the last year Europa Cup finals that, oh, Man United have won it. Nothing can happen. But then what happened was the fact that Villarreal did what they know how to do best. One of the things that Unai Emery have perfected with Villarreal is in the continental competition, Champions League or UEFA Cup last season, if you look very well, first thing he does is he gets his team to work so hard that they get you breathless over the course of the first 45 minutes. And then the second 45 minutes, you're chasing shadows. That's what they've done very well. Liverpool, on the other hand, are a running team. That's also exactly what Liverpool does. They make you confused with the way they double themselves on you. They double up on you. They have players who are ball jugglers. They have runners. They have passers. They have long passers and short passers. So in that Liverpool team, you could say that goals will always come if they need a goal. They would always hit others. They are like that. Would they beat Villarreal? The ball is in their court. It is their semi-finals to lose. But I'm not going to stupidly just give it to Liverpool and discount Unai Emery. Like I said before, he was sacked from Arsenal. Unai Emery was not the problem. It was communication, a good coach, and a bad time with a club that have been, giving more problem. Arsene Wenger created so much problem at Arsenal, but people didn't see it. Just the same way Sir Alex Ferguson created much problem. Now, I think now people will learn how not to let a coach be that powerful in their club. Well, I think that both games is 50-50. Victor Malalu, if I'm answering your questions directly. And then he went on and said, bro, River guys can answer funny names like Livingstone, Authority, Powerhouse. Yes, I know. I grew up in that region. It's just a Niger Delta thing anyway. Victor Malalu said, Brighton was a game after Crystal Palace. Yes, Arsenal lost 2-1. Adebayo Oluwaseye, he said, well done, sir. Thank you very much. Let me go back to Instagram now. Instagram, Oluyem say, Big Uncle E, happy Easter to you, sir. Happy Easter to you, my darling sister. A go-getter you are. My brother is here. Creator Ijali, the best writer in Nigeria. If you're not following this guy, if you're not reading his work, you're doing your brain great deal of disservice. You want to read somebody's work that would make you feel good. And I discovered one app that I used to read. I downloaded the app. Can't remember the name now. Then I'm reading books like I Want to Write Exam. Okay? He said, good morning, Edafi. Yesterday, I saw the ref give Madrid small assistance, but it is what it is. Barca should just be working for next season. Yeah, should just be working for next season. There's nothing happening. When you're a big club anyway, you get that kind of assistance. Barcelona used to have it too, so you're not going to get angry. Oluyem said Madrid is winning the UEFA Champions League. Oh, with this reemergence of Benzema. Critter, he said Villarreal are grinders, so they are not easy meat. That game will be a tough one. I agree with you. Liverpool can crack. Oh. Forget all this old winning run. They can crack. So I can't give it to them 100%. Emmanuel Okota, I say soccer is 11 versus 11. You cannot write off anything. Period. I agree with you. Germanov Valentine, he said, I think Villarreal is unstoppable, not because they beat Bayern Munich. Because if you look, before the Bayern game, you was they've reached the end of the road. They reached the end of the road. They won 1-0. Somebody said, the biggest mistake Villarreal make is to go provoke Bayern. That they will score only one goal. That Bayern will score 6. I said, okay. God of football, what don't know. I even told the guy, say the best that Bayern will get at home, maybe a draw. But because I have a contract with Bayern, sometimes I don't say it in public so that they don't terminate my contract. I still have business to do with them. We're still in business together, so you gotta be careful when you say some things. Divine 14559. Say good morning there for you. Do your kids listen to your show sometimes? They listen all the time. They're listening right now. They are listening right now. Because when I go back downstairs, go back to the house, I was sitting down They'll be querying me like, who's this person? My daughter asks questions for a living. Like, my daughter should be paid salary for asking questions. She asks questions for a living. You speak, you say something. What is that? What's discombobulated, daddy? What's this? What's that? And then you explain it. What's that? How do I use it in a sentence? But what does it mean? Can I say this? If I ask my mother all this type of question, by now, we won't be here being their father. They will not keep me. Well, let me give you the gist, the transfer gist before I leave. Alex Ferguson is still making. I want to be like, when I grow up, I want to be like Alex Ferguson. Okay, so the transfer gist that we got for you today, Liverpool are planning for Senegal international Sadio Mane. When he scored those 2 goals, I just said story will come out about Sadio Mane this Monday. Sadio Mane, a new contract, the 30-year-old forward current deal ends in 12 months. Okay, Liverpool have sounded out 17-year-old Barcelona and Spain midfielder. Forget about it. Forget about Liverpool. I don't go fit. I don't. That shouldn't even be mentioned. Borussia Dortmund chief Sebastian Kehl says Manchester City have not agreed a deal to sign Norwegian striker Erling Braut Haaland, 21. Okay, Bayern Munich chief executive Oliver Kahn says the club do not have the financial might to sign Haaland. Kahn also confirmed the club are in contract negotiation with Polish forward Robert Lewandowski that Barcelona are also eyeing. West Ham are lining up a bid for Manchester United English defender Dishon Bernard. The 21-year-old is currently on loan at Hull City. Tottenham Hotspur are monitoring their former player and current Brentford midfielder Christian Eriksen 30. The Dane would be keen on a return to Spurs. Okay, no problem. Arsenal are planning a move for Lille Kosovan winger Edon Zhegrova. Please don't sign it. We don't need all those Lille players that will come and not play well. We are dealing with one of the biggest fraud ever. Yaya Sanogo, Nicolas Pepe, Yaya Sanogo. However, the Gunners could miss out on RB Leipzig midfielder Christopher Nkunku, with Inter Milan pushing to land the 24-year-old Frenchman. Well, no problem. Arsenal could let as many as 12 players leave this summer. You see, this is what I'm saying. They are doing housekeeping. After housekeeping, then they'll do what they do. With German goalkeeper Ben Leno 30, Spain defender Hector Bellerin 27, France forward Alexander Lacazette 30, all set to depart. Let them get out. Your boyfriend, let him go. Let him get out. Everton and Brazil forward Richarlison 24 has told his agent to find him a new club. Come to Arsenal. Newcastle are prepared to revive. Arsenal needs to sign bad boys. There are too many nice players in Arsenal. That's not good. Arsenal need rude, arrogant, stupid people who know how to play football. Just that. Who would use their football to do the talking and not just be nice? People who are rude, not all these too lightweight, too nice players. Players who are very, very rude. That's what Arsenal need. Newcastle are prepared to revive their interest in Torino defender Gilson Bremer. The 25-year-old Brazilian has also attracted interest from Arsenal, Tottenham Hotspur, and a few other clubs. Real Madrid manager Carlo Ancelotti says Croatian midfielder Luka Modric would finish his career at the club. The 36-year-old had been linked with most Newcastle for what? And Manchester City, I don't do it. Nah. Roma boss Jose Mourinho has visited a mural dedicated to Argentine legend Diego Armando Maradona in Naples prior to his side Serie A match against Napoli on Monday evening, which is today. Manchester United, see what's in the big news, sharp. Manchester United players have been warned to expect a highly demanding culture under potential new manager Erik ten Hag by Dutch defender William Jensen, who played under the current Ajax boss when he was in charge of FC Utrecht. This coach, let me say it up front, Manchester United fans, more than obvious, he not going to still succeed for Manchester United. You now need a coach that will come and do what Arteta is doing at Arsenal right now. Be able to sell players, drive them, not even say that, show them that I hate you, drive them, let people talk and say whatever they want to say. When he's done, you now bring the Messiah. Just as Arsenal now. After this season, this next season, Arteta can be fired. From there on, Arsenal will start winning things. Well, Marvin _ creation, he said, good morning to you, Mr. Daffy, good morning. He said, at the beginning of the season, you said that you can bet your company on Arsenal qualifying for the, I didn't say that, that's a lie. I said Arsenal were going to qualify. I didn't say I can bet my company. You don't add lies, you know. Okay, next season. What has changed now that you are not so confident like the beginning? I'm still confident. I've not said I'm not confident. I'm still confident. I'm saying that it is still open. And maybe you didn't listen from the beginning when we started this talk. I'm still confident of Arsenal making the top 4. Okay, but I never said I was going to bet my company. Somebody said, I think it was Owoyomoba said, he wants to make a bet with me. But when I had a conversation with him, it was 2 months salary to bet with me. Like, it doesn't make sense because it was betting that West Ham would make the top 4. I said, West Ham will not make the top 4. So if he was betting that one, 2 months salary, you know what it means to bet 2 months salary? I work, I earn salary. If you take my 2 months salary away from me, it's suicidal. I don't think I want to make that kind of bet. I want to bet with people who can afford it with ease, not people who would have to struggle to put the money together. That's not it. I'm not even get the heart to even take the money first. That's just the truth. Okay, Richard Utweje, I'll end with you. Say, Mingo Bros, as a Barcelona fan, I want to say Real Madrid are done with the league. The league title yesterday was a litmus test for the league leaders, and they did wonderfully well. And for Barcelona, they should come back next year. Well, the title was lost way at the beginning by Ronald Koeman. What Gavi just came to do for Barcelona is to put respect to the name of the club and put them in a position where they'll play the Champions League next season. I think that Gavi has done that. He's done a good job. How you guys go next season with your signings and reinvigorate the players that you have, you will see the Aubameyang that is different from the one that you guys signed very soon. You guys will now understand that Arteta was not a bad guy. It was just what it is. So it was on this note that I say happy Easter to you guys. Thank you very much for joining me on the show today. God bless you all. My name, once again, is Idafimatu Esogene. You love to come in the Legoton Sports. Thank you very much. Please. We are about less than 400 subscribers away from 10,000. I really wish to get to 10,000 subscribers before we go to Dubai on the 5th of next month. Please help us to get there. That's what I'm going to beg you. Help us to get there. Get your friends to sign up and subscribe to our channel. We need 345 more subscribers, right? To get to 345 more subscribers together. We are now at 9,655. We've grown. Yeah, God, dude, thank you. I'm grateful. Who am I? But I need more. The Oliver me is asking for more. I wouldn't mind getting to 10 million subscribers and become the biggest YouTuber in Africa. I get to like 50 million, become one of the biggest in the world. I don't know, but this is where I leave you. Go enjoy your Easter. Don't look for trouble. Don't kill nobody. They don't already kill Jesus and they don't resurrect. Don't cause problem for people. Don't be too savage. And don't give people depression. Don't break anybody's heart. If you must break somebody's heart, break somebody that is toxic heart. Be good to yourself. Love yourself first. Self-love is the key to living a healthy and a good life. Once again, my name is Edon Zhegrova. You love to come in and go to sports. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.